At the dawn of the 16th century, the British Isles were little more than a collection of kingdoms on the periphery of Europe, overshadowed by the might of Spain and Portugal. But as the age of exploration flourished, England's gaze turned outward. Driven by ambition, economic opportunity, and a thirst for adventure, English explorers set sail into uncharted waters. The seeds of empire were sown with the founding of overseas colonies, beginning with the ill-fated Roanoke and more successfully, Jamestown in 1607. Throughout the 17th century, England's colonial presence grew steadily. The Caribbean beckoned with its promise of sugar and wealth, and soon British ships crowded the harbors of Barbados, Jamaica, and beyond. The East India Company, chartered in 1600, expanded its reach deep into the heart of Asia, trading spices, textiles, and later opium. As the Union of England and Scotland in 1707 created Great Britain, the empire's ambitions soared even higher. The 18th century marked a period of fierce rivalry. Britain clashed with France and Spain in a series of wars that spanned continents. Victories in the 7 Years' War granted Britain new territories in North America, the Caribbean, and India, propelling it to the forefront of global power. The phrase, "the sun never sets on the British Empire," began to echo across the world. Yet expansion brought challenges. In 1776, the American colonies declared independence, delivering the empire a stunning blow. But Britain adapted, focusing on its holdings in Canada, the Caribbean, Africa, and especially India. The Industrial Revolution transformed the British economy, fueling further imperial expansion. Railways, steamships, and telegraphs shrank the world, allowing Britain to project power and influence farther than ever before. The 19th century was the empire's golden age. Queen Victoria presided over a realm that spanned 1/4 of the globe. British influence shaped societies from Cape Town to Calcutta, from Hong Kong to Sydney. London became the world's financial and cultural capital, and British ideals of law, government, and commerce spread rapidly. The empire was not just about conquest, it was about trade, innovation, and often a sense of paternalistic mission. But beneath the surface, tensions simmered. Indigenous peoples resisted foreign rule. Economic exploitation and cultural imposition bred resentment. The scramble for Africa in the late 19th century brought new lands, but also conflict and controversy. As the 20th century dawned, the empire's foundations began to crack. The First World War tested Britain's strength. The empire rallied to the cause, but the cost was immense, in lives, resources, and morale. In the aftermath, nationalist movements gained momentum. The Irish War of Independence resulted in the partition of Ireland. In India, Mahatma Gandhi led a nonviolent campaign for self-rule, inspiring millions. The Second World War further weakened Britain. As the United States and Soviet Union emerged as superpowers, the British Empire's era of dominance drew to a close. The post-war years saw a wave of decolonization. India and Pakistan gained independence in 1947, followed by nations across Africa, Asia, and the Caribbean. The Suez Crisis of 1956 symbolized Britain's diminished role on the world stage. By the late 20th century, the empire had largely dissolved, leaving behind a legacy both celebrated and contested. Today, the story of the British Empire is visible in the Commonwealth of Nations, a voluntary association of former colonies in the United Kingdom, bound by shared history and values. Its rise and fall remind us of the power of ambition, the costs of domination, and the enduring impact of global connections forged across centuries.